Episode 2 of XO Kitty Season 2 starts with Kitty reading the letters between her mom and Simon while lamenting to Q about the pain of watching Yuri and Juliana in their honeymoon phase. The next day, Minho, Dae, Q, and Kitty find themselves doing a punishment for hiding that they were living together last semester. Minho shares he is not into Stella and questions why Kitty is worried about his love life. Minho also shares he is not pleased with his dad's involvement at his school. Still, everyone else is pleased with Moon's art program. Dae announces he signed up for the advanced voice program, and everyone is shocked to discover he sings. They make him sing, but his performance is interrupted by Principal Lee and Moon. Mr. Moon demands that his cleaning crew take over to stay on schedule. As they leave, Kitty fangirls over Dae's voice and says she can't wait to be karaoke buddies. Being called buddies by Kitty hits Dae hard, as he is still not over her. In the meantime, Jean and Q continue hate-flirting with each other. Apparently, Dae and Minho hate Jean since he used to be their bully. At the start of the entertainment management classes, the students are shocked that Mr. Moon will be their professor. For their first lesson, he makes the students decide who will earn a spot in the advanced voice class. Ultimately, Dae, a new girl called Eunice, and a few others make it to the list. Unfortunately, Stella finds it hard to turn down the bad singers, and Minho says it would be crueler to give people false hope. She also shares with Kitty that she feels Minho doesn't like her. As the day progresses, Pravina asks Kitty on a date. Minho gets into an altercation after learning his dad is using him to humiliate other students. Mr. Moon says he needs Minho to have his killer instincts. On the other hand, Kitty asks him to let Stella down easy if he doesn't like her. Later, she learns that Yuri lied about emailing her mom regarding Simon. Still, when she finally gets a hold of Yuri's mom, she discovers that Simon is not her mom's first love, but was her cousin. She excitedly shares her discovery with Q and plans to discover the truth. In the evening, Kitty confronts Yuri for lying to her. Yuri explains that Gina has been subtly shaming her after coming out. In the end, Yuri got hurt and shut her mom out. Kitty apologizes and is understanding. Later, the students head to a gay club, and Kitty is distracted by Yuri's sad appearance. She tries to approach her, but Juliana stops her. She asks Kitty to give Yuri space, and Kitty shares her thoughts on how Yuri might feel better if she gives her mom another chance. Juliana later uses Kitty's advice to convince Yuri to finally call her mom. At the same time, Pravina feels neglected and asks if Kitty is into Yuri. In the end, she leaves early, disappointed in Kitty. Dae meets new girls and tells them all about his heartbreak. Elsewhere on the dance floor, Q and Jean continue to flirt. Back at campus, Mr. Moon and Minho get into it again. This time, Stella comes to Minho's defense and puts Mr. Moon in his place. Minho is so touched that he gives her another chance and they kiss. The following morning, Jean intentionally turns off Q's alarm. Q nearly misses the track meet, but Kitty's quick thinking saves the day. Unfortunately, Q ends up getting second place, with Jean coming first. At the games, Yuri excitedly tells Kitty how happy she is after giving her mom another chance. Kitty is surprised that Julian took credit for her advice. She and Q later vent to each other. Unfortunately, Principal Lee overhears their conversation and learns of Juliana and Yuri's relationship. The episode ends with him telling the two that only one of them can live in the dorm. I love how Dae and Kitty have a nice post-breakup friendship. There is no drama or weird outbursts of jealousy. The two respect each other and understand where each other is emotionally. I hope Dae finds someone new and gets his happily ever after. Meanwhile, Jean is a snake in the grass. The minute Q let his guard down, he struck. The alarm thing was foul. If Jean had any self-confidence and respect, he would stoop to such shallow moves to win. He ought to be ashamed of his sportsmanship. It is lacking. Lastly, Stella has managed to get Minho to notice her, but what is her plan? Who is her real target? It seems she is out to get anyone involved with Minho and his dad. It will be interesting to get into her revenge plans and whether she will successfully pull it.